Exchange project has been added. Commencing platform construction. Please select a mission. Mission accepted. Heading to Central Africa. Deploying.
Rescue the 2 prisoners being held in a guard post to the southwest of Ngumba Industrial Zone. The targets are civilians, 1 male, 1 female. Apparently they're specialists sent out there to investigate infectious diseases. They were frequent visitors to that devil's house at Zoya Medipur. If you recover them, we'll finally be able to get first-hand accounts of what's been going on in that place.
Mine. Boss, about those invalids you saw in that devil's house.
Poor bastards. All strapped down to the beds, with those lumps on their chest.
The medical staff tell me they were probably a type of cyst.
Cysts can get that big.
In some cases, yes. But supposing they're a kind of atheroma forming on the surface of the skin, the size is just too big, and the appearance is all wrong. In the end, the medical team were at a loss. Those lumps were like nothing they'd ever seen. The fluid you said you got on your prosthesis when you touched one was burned off in the fighting, and the factory burned down too. None of the
Ciao Dani!
base revealed a pathogen that could have caused them. Meaning we don't have a single sample to work with.
Everything went up in flames.
What worries the medical team most is whether it's contagious. Whether there's a chance we could end up like that. And...
Ciao bellone.
Boss, an enemy squad is on its way to the guard post. Watch yourself.
For the time being, at least. There's no sign of contagion or any symptoms that could be related. One more thing. About the surgery that had been performed on the people in the Devil's House.
Yeah.
You said that their throats were cut open, with an acoustic tube pushed inside?
Right. The tubes were hooked up to tape recorders, playing some kind
Vale.
Audio through your radio transmissions.
Il più grande dei belloni.
The intel team has been working on analyzing the communications log.
What have they found?
There's nothing tying the contents together. We've got a report on 3 deaths in a car accident.
Alba!
Protests outside the Libyan embassy in London.
Alba!
With the former Prime Minister of Sweden.
Alba!
A 4-month-old weather forecast for Balikpapan. And then commercials for appliances, cough syrup, and TV dinners. Assuming they're not all staged, they come off as recordings of your average public broadcasts.
Cazzo se c'è
Just
Talpino.
radio and TV signals.
Yes, and from all over the world. We're looking into whether they're genuine or not, just to be sure. What else? A speech that sounds like it was recorded out on the street, and people chatting about how this year's tomato crop did.
And there's nothing they have in common?
We're partway through the cryptanalysis. That includes checking all audio ranges and running it backward and at different speeds. Then there's vocabulary breakdown for political suggestions, ideological common points. And I don't think it's gonna get us anywhere.
Where were the recordings made?
There's nothing linking them from that angle either. Just like you reported, we've detected virtually every major language there is. French, German, Italian.
You gotta extract him.
Including South American accents. Then there's Russian, Hindi, Arabic, Portuguese, Mandarin, Cantonese, Japanese.
Analysis
They're nothing if not thorough.
Well, I don't know if we've got them all covered. Ignoring the ones that have gone extinct, supposedly over 5,000 languages exist today. Besides, English isn't one of the ones we picked up.
Really? English.
I know. Only 5% of the world's population is a native English speaker. But when you factor in those who've acquired it as a second language, nearly 1/3 of the people speak it. The world's dominant lingua franca. You gotta figure they had it somewhere among all the languages in that place.
No English.
Bear in mind, we didn't hear everything that was played in that room. We couldn't isolate the more distant sounds due to static and the program could have been set to change every day. In a nutshell, for reasons unknown. That room with a common medical...
Mi sono spaventato, si è alzato il volume all'improvviso, cazzo, ho avuto paura.
It's not clear how the growths on their chests fit into it. It could have been treatment for them or maybe an experiment of some kind.
I'm guessing one person knows.
Yeah, Skullface. He was there. The only thing we can say for sure is that he's involved.
Subject on board. Leave the rest to us.
Quanto parla? Ho messo le cassette.
The map has been updated.
Oh no, hanno trovato il prigioniero, cazzo.
He's coming too. Roger that.
Oh no, un critichino.
I never figured you were soft this way.
The map is flat.
Eccolo.
Guarda che bello il mio patatino liquidino che gioca a MGSV.
Cazzo, se gioco a MGSV.
Non disturbi.
Ah! Nan, lascia stare il mio amore qui. Vieni qui, bellone. Sei mio, cazzo.
You gotta extract him.
Ok, e l'altro? E l'altro come lo trovavo? Allora, andiamo via lui, va. Sei salvo. Comunque ben arrivati a tutti, belloni.
Target extraction confirmed. Now extract the remaining targets.
Grazie, critichino, grazie. Ma perché mi dicono solo stronzate?
The map has been updated.
Subject on board. Leave the rest to us.
Niente, solo stronzate mi dicono.
The map has been updated.
Perché non mi dicono dov'è l'altro prigioniero? Io che cazzo ne so di dov'è l'altro,
He's
mo.
coming too. Roger that.
No, fammi vedere la mappa un cazzo, me lo deve dire il gioco, non me lo dovete dire voi.
To extract. Check their location.
Ah, ma è qua, ma dai.
The map has been
E perché i soldati non mi davano la sua posizione se ce l'avevano loro?
I was asked to show that man around here. Dangerous work. I hated every second. So we went to that factory. Bodies. It would scare me. I'm used to seeing that, but what could that be? Lois, Pemmicoin. Dermadromes. Dermadromes.
Shortly.
What's the cause? Who would do such a thing? Hey, are you researching it as well? Better quit while you can. I've been here 5 years. I've never seen anything like that. That coward ran off without me.
LOL.
Not that I hold it against him, really. He'd suspected I was infected for quite some time. Obsessed over it. That place must have really
Quanto
spooked him.
parla, mamma mia.
But I always wore full protective gear during the examinations. There's no way I could be infected. So you needn't worry. I'm all right. Please. Get me out of here.
Va bene.
Amazing, boss. Getting both prisoners out in that situation.
Mission
Great
info
work.
has been
Now
updated.
exfiltrate.
Va bene, devo per forza chiamare l'elicottero perché ho già buttato via i container. Intanto ci ascoltiamo un'altra cassetta così ci mettiamo pari.
The White Mamba. Nyoka Yam Pembe. He's the commander of the kids based out of Wala Yamasa. As you know, contract forces of Africa were stationed at that village. Anti-government forces hired CRS to bring kids there from around Africa for training. But at some point, the adults with the PF started dropping like flies. This was right after we arrived in Africa. We don't know the cause. The kids ended up on their own. Must have been like fish out of water. Nothing to eat, no way to get back home. All the adults taught them was how to use a gun. Sure, they could shoot targets, but hunt for food? Not likely. They wouldn't have lasted long. Then the White Mamba showed up. He was faster and stronger than them, a better soldier, and he knew how to lead. I guess somebody wished upon a star, because their savior turned up like stardust straight out of the blue. The moment he arrived, the kids had their new commander. That was when they started attacking other villages. Word of the infamous White Mamba spread fast. But it isn't just his combat skills that got people talking. As you can tell from the name, he's the only light-skinned kid in the unit. Not to mention the blonde hair and the blue eyes. Not common in those parts. We have no idea where he came from or what he's experienced. The kid's a huge blank. But I'm sure you'll know him when you see him. One other thing. He's still a kid, so don't kill him. Be careful not to hit him with anything lethal. Not even a flesh wound. Our mission objective isn't just suppressing a bunch of militants. This is a DDR operation of the kids in that unit. DDR stands for...
Gomboni!
Mission complete. That right there is why you're the best, boss.
Sensazionale, Gomboni, missione compiuta. Sei stato bravo, Gomboni.
Boss, we placed the two targets in quarantine. They don't show signs of anything, but we'll monitor them just the same. If they had access to the Devil's House, I doubt they were sent there by some health organization. Cypher used them, and would have eliminated them eventually. But we'll protect them here. They've agreed to that. After all, we helped them out of the country as promised. The mission's complete. But boss, they've been behind the curtains at Ngumba. They examined the patients there nearly every day. They told us the patients were being made to listen to voices on tape. But the male target added something interesting. He said he doesn't know what was on the tapes because there was no English version. Of all the voices that were shoved down those people's throats, English wasn't one of them.
Eccola, Silent Crocodile. Erano delle A più quelle, questo chi è? Oh no, parlava Kikongo quello. Parlava solo Kikongo. È fottuto.
Boss, staying on the battlefield that long will have a negative impact on your health. Why not head back to Mother Base for a shower once in a while?
Va bene. Puzzo, puzzo gomboni, mi hanno detto che puzzo. Cazzo.
The boss is back. Let's go refuel and load up on artillery.
We're good to go, Chief.
No, che palle sta cazzo, mi fa impressione, cazzo.
What's the matter?
Pe. Ah. 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 Ah.
Stop this. Now!
No, cazzo, l'Omus, che vita di merda.
What the fuck, you freak? Give me a hand.
Si sono tuffati sulle gambe. Pe.
Hold her still.
Allè, nanna.
Dismissed.
Payback for how they treated her?
Doesn't explain the others. She had every chance to kill them. Tight security on her cell. This happens a second time. There won't be a third.
Povera Quietina. Ti ha fatto senso? No, mi è piaciuto, Gomboni. Spero di vedere scene così nella mia vita tutti i giorni, un giorno.
About Eli. I'd heard that one product of the Les Enfants Terribles project went missing in Africa. The age would be about right. Now, I'm not saying I think it's Eli, but I want to run a genetic test all the same. Don't
Oh
worry,
no,
I'll
Les
have it done
Enfants
without noticing.
Terribles.
The test may take some time, but I'll tell you as soon as we have the results.
Oh no, Eli è un Les Enfants Terribles. Oh no. Non sapete manco che cazzo è perché siete dei nabbi del cazzo, siete. Voilà.
Development project has been added.
Liquidina, una partita da MPO quando la vidi al tempo. Smettila, Liquidina.
Roger.
Sì, siete dei nabbi del cazzo, Gomboni.
This is B-Quad. Arriving shortly at LZ.
Vi bullo, cazzo, vi bullo e come.
On station at LZ.
Dai, dai, provateci, dai. Non avete una casa, non avete un altro posto dove andare. A parte altri 1257 canali. Li ammazzo tutti, cazzo. Vedete, questi siete voi, quello è Gomboni. Ah! Gomboni ha schivato tutto. No, liquidina la lasci qui, cazzo. Praticamente a mani nude non voglio spendere soldi. Non ci provare, Gomboni. Vai da Wolf, è pesante.
Mission list
Chissà se Wolfino sta
updated.
lurcando in questo momento, ma è bannato e non può scrivere. Maledetto Wolfino. No, Frame, non andare a giocare a C, pazzo drogato.
We placed the White Mamba
No, ma in
and
realtà
the rest
dobbiamo
of his...
sentire ancora questo.
Our mission objective isn't just suppressing a bunch of militants. This is a DDR operation of the kids in that unit. DDR stands for disarmament, demobilization, and reintegration. Disarmament is obvious. We take their weapons off their hands. The demobilization part means dismantling their military organization to ensure they can't arm themselves again. To do that, you need to capture the unit's commander and have him order his men to disband. In this case, the commander is the White Mamba. There's nobody above him, so he's all we need to grab. Finally, reintegration. Through education and occupational training, we give them a means to live besides war. A lot of kids born in a war zone don't know any other way to live. So before they find themselves back there, we teach them another skill. I'd like to establish this rehabilitation process at Mother Base. That's why we're bringing those kids back here. It's not so much for their sake. It's for the world that we're trying to create. No other way about it. Those kids are amateurs. Bad for business to have them running around where we're trying to work. Bring them all back if possible. Or as many as you can.
Ne ho presi tanti, ma non tutti, cazzo, alcuni sono scappati.
Please specify a project.
Please specify the project. Gomboni, Gombo. No, c'è Gastino. Ciao Handsome. Posso girarti un beat alla volta per fartelo capire. Provaci, Gomboni, dai. Fai un beat. Dai. Fallo, Gomboni, fallo. Provaci.
Please select a
Sì,
mission.
in effetti la sta facendo anche Sabaku adesso sto gioco. Io avevo una compilation di Sabaku per dormire. Pesante. Io mi stavo pure perdendo tempo per degli alert che non userai. No, li userò, Gomboni. Però spiegami cosa sono. Non puoi più fare un giro. Ho rimosso tutto, Gomboni. Potete farli solo da 10 in poi adesso. Avevano rotto i coglioni. Oh no, il gruppo di bambini soldato.
Mission accept heading to Central Africa.
C'era un video a Blighttown che non ho mai finito di vedere. Go 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 gombom. Pesante, Gastino.
Aiuto! Bello! Grazie per avermi liberato, Sir Fortescue.
Vediamo subito, cazzo.
No, dovevi provare a vedere se partiva con 1, Gomboni. Con 10 ti ho detto che parte. Non hai capito, Gomboni. Così il test non ha senso. A 10 parte sempre.
Your mission objectives are to extract the child soldier's commander.
Ah, non lo fa proprio mandare.
The general's number 2. This
GG
child
allora.
soldier platoon decided to break away from the Mbeli militants. They took the number 2 captive and have occupied an abandoned village. Start by checking that location on your map.
Questo mi dispiace.
Child soldiers will treat you as an enemy, but they're just kids. See that they don't get hurt.
Comunque grazie, Gomboni, TVB. Basta settare meglio l'area. Ma l'avevo settato, non capisco perché non parte. Vabbè che non l'ho più controllato. Beh, ma è più onesto così, ragazzi. Magari uno fa un beat sperando di vedere l'alert, ma adesso sa che con un beat non appare. Quindi dai, così per correttezza è meglio così. Comunque roba tipo questa, ma con un font più pixelloso. È bellissimo, Comboni. Sei un bellone, Comboni. Meglio essere informati prima che rimanere male poi, esatto. Se io adesso con l'alert vi consento di mandarmi il bit ma l'alert non parte, ci rimanete male poi. Invece così sapete che non li accetto troppo.
Reconnaissance is best conducted from high vantage points. I've marked a good spot on your map. Take a look at your iDroid.
The map has been updated.
La map has been updated, eccoli lì, quindi.
Take a good look at their faces so we can ID the targets.
No, io ho segnato i bambini perché c'è anche un tizio. Buoni, lupetti, non piangete. Non piangere, lupetto. Non piangere. Mazza quanto arriva lontano adesso il biorilevatore qui. Ci sono solo quei due. No, ho sbagliato.
Enemy presence detected.
No.
The map has been updated.
Perché non ci sono i sottotitoli? Parlano un'altra lingua? Cazzo.
You have arrived at your destination.
Bastardi, hanno cambiato lingua. Non parlano l'africanse questi. Ha provato a pugnalarmi o sbaglio quello? L'ho visto, Quello come ha fatto a vedermi da lì? Complimenti. Vedi. Mukiba che sa bene mi ha detto. Che cazzo sparano?
Enemy presence
Chiamiamo una
detected.
macchina, fammo
The
prima.
map has been updated. Please supplies requested.
Another group of child soldiers. No, must be a squad they had out on patrol.
Complete.
Security will be tighter now. Watch
Ah, ma la
yourself.
macchina è anche lì. Vabbè.
Boss, another child soldier has entered the village. Must have been out on patrol.
Has been
Looks like they had more than one patrol out. Security will be tighter
Non
now.
capisce
Watch
quello che
yourself.
gli dico perché parla afghano questo. No, in realtà non è afghano perché in realtà ce l'ho l'interprete
enemy
afghano.
presence detected. The map has been updated.
Oh! E che cazzo? Devo pigliare a calci i bambini? Dai! Per la lingua di qualche tribù pesante. Li hai offesi senza accorgertene. Vabbè, mettiamo anche quello, ma. Oddio.
Enemy presence detected. The map
Voilà.
has been updated.
E quelli? Non sono gli stessi, cazzo. Dai, che non è vero! Ma che ammazzate i vostri amici così, drogati!
Enemy presence detected. The map has been
Oh, c'è il
updated.
prigioniero qui, l'ho trovato. Aspetta che questi attaccano.
That's the target prisoner. He's injured. Looks half-starved, too. There's no way he can stand the shock of a Fulton extraction. Get him out by chopper.
Onestamente è meglio così, almeno si
Map has
avvicinano
been
tutti.
updated.
Ok. Chi è?
All right. Now you just need to extract the general's number 2.
Probabilmente Rebecca la parla la lingua dell'amore. Niente, con buon innamorato di Rebecca ormai. Fallo, cazzo, prendili a calci, pesante. Ragazzi, sono bambini, su via. Sono pimpi. Sono pimpini.
We placed the White Mamba and the rest of his unit in the staff living quarters. How's that going? It's a disaster, but what else can we do? We've taken away his weapons and banned him from using his nom de guerre. Apparently his real name is Eli.
Boni.
It must feel like we stripped him of his whole identity. We'll let things simmer down. I put a guard on him for now. Still the question is, who is he? Where did he come from? And how has he survived? He's still not talking. No, he won't say a word about himself. But you know, it looks like he speaks English. One of the deck crew called out to him in English, and he said something back. He just lost it all of a sudden, started mouthing off at the guy, in perfect English. He wasn't stringing together words he picked up somewhere. So English is his mother tongue. He could be from the east, or the south, or maybe even further north.
He's coming too. Roger that.
Well established in countries all across the continent.
Che palle salvare tutti i bambini, però quando non hai il cazzo di Fulton per i bambini.
So just speaking English
Dai,
doesn't
un'altra
help us figure out
macchina
what
devo
it comes
chiamare
from. Could even
poi.
be from off-continent. Right. In any case, we'll keep an eye on him. If we learn anything else, I'll be sure to let you know.
Quando si sveglia. Oh, calma. Calma. Quanto urla quello. Calma, eh. No, no, Gomboni, perché? Che è successo? Figa, figa è anche Troia. Ma come? Ma come? Ma... Ma ha ragione Gastino, basta. Ma come Troia? Ma povera Rebecchina. Come ti sei permesso, Gomboni? Guai a te. Devi sta zitto tu.
You gotta extract him.
Police supplies requested.
Dai, è l'ultima macchina. Non si sa mai che si sveglia.
Vehicle drop complete.
Oh, c'è un progetto lì. Ciao Niu, grazie per essere passato. Ah, parlavi di Camilla. Ok, scusa allora. Allora no, vaffanculo a Gazzino, perdonami, Gomboni. Perdonami, Gomboni, pensavo parlassi di Rebecca. No, fanculo tu, Gazzino, mi hai illuso.
Okay, that's the General's brother, his number 2. Get him out of there, boss. That's the target prisoner. He's injured. Looks half starved too.
Che
There's no way he can stand
palle.
the shock of a Fulton extraction. Get him out by chopper.
Please select a landing. Support helicopter
Roger.
requested.
Abbiamo ascoltate tutte le cassette, no? Siamo pari. GG.
Mosi, tata ya bankaka, na mono, elaka mono, mambu generale.
Chi glielo spiega che non lo sto capendo?
Bantu ya buta, ya
Sì, vai
mbele,
sul cavallo, vai tranquillo. To, to, shh, to, to. La Rebecca, infatti. No, Gazzino.
Arrived at Mother Base.
No, mettigli una banana in bocca, vabbè, niente ragazzi, oggi siete fuori di voi, mamma mia. Oggi non vi contenete.
This is B-Quad. Arriving shortly at LZ.
ti ya mbele,
Oh no, ha ricominciato.
kaka mosi, beto nyonso,
Non ti capiamo.
ya ipintamu,
This is B-Quad. On station at LZ.
venga,
Buttalo dentro che rompe i coglioni.
Now get out of the hot zone. Gaining altitude.
Ma no, Gomboni, so benissimo dove volevi andare a parare, maledetto.
Departing.
Extraction
Nice work. Keep it up.
arrived at Mother Base.
Maledetto chiama la cipolla, niente.
Mission complete. Boss.
Pure, solo B, dopo che ho salvato tutti quei bambini di merda. Oh, 4 macchine ho dovuto chiamare per buttarli su, bastardi.
Boss, about how we report this one to the client. I'll tell them we took heavy resistance from the renegade platoon and the hostage was killed in the firefight. Also, their leader wouldn't let himself be taken alive. I doubt the client will pay us for this one, but we got a big enough reward from the General's number 2 instead. And as for the number 2, he's saying he wants to join Diamond Dogs. I guess he knows what that means for him. He said, if I'm working for you, I can be number 2 or number 200 for all I care.
GG. It's one of us allora, assolutamente. No, Nio, non lavorare 36 ore, cazzo. Eccolo qua. Pure a più.
Boss, we have an emergency. Many of our
Oh
staff
no.
are falling
Il
ill.
Congo straight.
At first it seemed like a common
Oh
cold,
no.
but before we knew it, blisters started popping up on their chests and... Damn it. I'll fill you in at the ACC. Just get in the chopper.
Mission
Look
list
closely. Those are the
Cazzo.
symptoms of the infection on Mother Base. The blisters on the body were full of tiny worms. Parasite larvae, most likely. But we couldn't find any adults. It doesn't seem to mature in the body, like a spargatum. We don't know the root of infection, or what causes symptoms to develop.
Oh no, parlano tutti Kikongo.
Do you remember seeing these symptoms before? The bodies floating around in the oil facility, the bedridden test subjects
Devo
at the
prendere
Devil's
tutti
House.
quelli che parlano
This
Kikongo
epidemic
adesso.
looks just like what we've seen on our hunt for Cypher. So this is the weapon of mass destruction Cypher was working on in Africa. Boss, the situation is urgent. We need to quarantine the infected and contain the pathogen. Priority now is to prevent more casualties. But the problem is, how do we tell who's infected? During the incubation period, we have no way of knowing who's clean. You'll have to try and guess who's infected before they go symptomatic and quarantine them. It'd be easy if we just knew the route or vector of the infection. From now on, if you even suspect a staff member's infected, use your iDroid to order them into quarantine.
Brava lei che si è
Given the
salvata.
situation, the men won't submit to quarantine just because I or the medical team tell them to. But they will listen to you. Of course, it's just a temporary measure until we find a permanent solution. But at least they'd be in solitary isolation so they won't infect each other, and we get the mental care they need. If we do nothing, we'll only lose more people. We have no choice. Boss, open your iDroid. I'll explain how to quarantine staff members suspected of infection. Go to the Mother Base menu and select Staff Management. First, take a look at the quarantine facility we've set up. We'll isolate anyone who's already symptomatic at the quarantine facility. But we have to expect that there are multiple staff who are infected, but asymptomatic.
E quante cazzo di lingue parla
We have
quello?
no way to tell them apart. But there has to be something for us to go on. If you notice anything, reassign staff you suspect are infected to the quarantine facility. We'll monitor them and then contact you if there's a change in their condition. Correctly quarantining these asymptomatic infected will reduce the number of new infections. You should continue with your missions as usual. If Cypher is behind this, going after them should help us determine the root cause of this epidemic. Also, until we identify the pathogen, we can't fire or dispatch any staff. We cannot let this thing spread. Boss, get to the bottom of this fast. We're counting on you.
Cazzo, non siamo neanche a metà. Quanta gente ho preso? Perché ne ho portati su così tanti, cazzo? Maledetto Kikongo. Ciao Cappino. Mamma mia se c'è Cappino. No, voi con le croci no, non mi potete parlare a Kikongo, cazzo, anche voi. Maledetti parlatori di Kikongo. Sì, ho capito, faccio prima buttarli su tutti, Se ne salvano veramente pochi. Disimparate il Kikongo, cazzo, mamma mia. Fare lavoro d'ufficio questo, quando devi mettere a posto le... come cazzo si chiamavano? Le fatture, mamma mia. Paper please, pesante. Dai, abbiamo superato la metà, su, manca poco, più o meno. Ok, stanno sparando i Kikonghi. Questi devono essere quelli dell'Afghanistan che parlano russo, meno male. E qua Yete non parla proprio. Cazzo, ce n'è uno infiltrato lì in mezzo. Eccoli, ricominciano.
Weather will clear shortly.
No, la roscia! La roscia per la Kikongo, fanculo. Che vita di merda, prendiamo la roscia. Guarda questo, doppia medaglia ed è parla Kikongo, gnè. Gnè. Dai, siamo alla fine ormai. Questo è in prigione, anzi quello è già... è già in quarantena. Già in quarantena. Niente, il tizio che mi fa i bracci bionici pure. Pure lui parlava Kikongo. Ta 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 ta. Parli italiano, se lo sentiamo, dai.
Select unit. Staff has been quarantined.
Mamma mia, che fatica.
All right. We'll quarantine the staff you specified. Did you figure out what's causing the infection?
Sì. Che devo fare ancora? Oh. Guardali qui questi parlatori di Kikongo. Singhiozzo. Cioè abbiamo un A++ qui. Cazzo, vedi di non morire tu,
Boss, a new job's come in. It's a hit. On a human trafficker who sent Shivani and the others to Nzoya Badiabulu, where you ran into Skullface. The thing is, this guy might know something about the disease that's going around Mother Base. The symptoms are similar to the ones we saw at that factory. Start by checking the mission details on your
No,
iDroid.
non ho manco abbastanza soldati per fare l'attacco. Stiamo proprio messi di merda. Nzoya Badiabulu, ragazzi. Io ho capito solo Nzoya Badiabulu. Localizza i trafficanti di uomini in fuga nella savana. Alcune volte ci dicono che sarà molto difficile localizzarlo.
Mission accepted.
Se mi dici se usi Stream Elements. No?
Deploying.
Uso Streamlabs. Kikongo Train. Che infornata di Kikongo, mamma mia. Io parlo Kikongo, devi mettermi in quarantena. Vai in quarantena. Veloce. Veloce. Ma magari non muoiono. No, no, se li metto in quarantena non muoiono. Proprio per questo li ho messi tutti, per evitare che qualcuno schiatti. Se mi devo comunque sbrigare, però devo fare queste primarie velocemente.
Unfortunately, we don't know what route they're taking. All we have to go on is a coded transmission sent by the PF at the Ditati abandoned village. It appears to be a workup of the target's security plans, but to decipher it, we'll need an intel file with the encryption key. This key should be at the comms facility at the Ditati abandoned village. Check your iDroid to see what the target looks like, as well as the location of the village. Find the route, find the man.
Va bene! Vedo un cazzo. Alla Mother Base.
Look closely. Those are the symptoms of the infection on Mother Base. The blisters on the body were full of tiny worms. Parasite larvae, most likely. But we couldn't find any adults. It doesn't seem to mature in the body, like a Spargatum.
Che
We don't know
schifo.
the root of infection, or what causes symptoms to develop. The infection rate, along with the number of dead, are both on
Oddio,
the rise.
non m'ha
If
visto.
we don't find the cause, and soon.
Adesso m'ha visto, è scemo.
Analysis complete.
Boss, do you remember seeing these symptoms before? The bodies floating around in the oil facility, the bedridden test subjects at the Devil's House? This epidemic looks just like what we've seen on our hunt for Cypher. It could be a counterplay by Skullface.
That's insane. You mean they weaponize parasites?
Parasites as weapons. That definitely falls under the Biological Weapons Convention.
Cazzo, proprio uno con l'armatura dovevo beccare.
Ditati abandoned village. That's where the enemy PF's coded transmission came from. There's got to be a transmitter there somewhere. It could have the intel file containing the encryption key. Look for an antenna.
There must be something bigger we're not seeing. Anyway, our priority now is to prevent more casualties.
The medical team is studying the infection, but we can't treat anyone until we know the root cause.
Come fanno a vedermi se c'è tutto davanti? Tutto davanti, tutto! Ma smettila! Che cazzo di maschera antigas? Parlate Kikongo voi, perché sennò non vi mando alla base. Ouch. Puttana, quanto è cattivo quello. Ha fatto una smitragliata assurda. Lasciatemi prendere vita, brutte merde. Au. Basta.
extract him.
Bastardo, ha rotto il pallone. Quanti cazzo sono comunque? Mamma mia quanto sono cattivi qui. Cos'hanno? Ah no, hanno rotto il pallone e hanno ucciso anche il tizio. C'è un elicottero che vuole uccidermi? Eh sì. Fottiti.
You gonna extract him?
Come siete rumorosi! A che pro essere così rumorosi? Lanciarazzi, che vi buco il pallone. Pe. Oh no, ho visto un piccolo gomboni. Un piccolo gomboni. Guardalo. Lo ammazzo, gomboni, cazzo, lo ammazzo, lo ammazzo!
Boss, leave the intel files till later. The enemy's on combat alert.
Detected. The map has been updated.
Eccolo, è tornato. Ce l'ho nel mirino, gomboni. Ce l'ho nel mirino, cazzo. No, scherzo, non lo faccio. Ok. Voilà.
Picked up an intel file.
Extraction.
According to this information, the target is headed for Gazeba camp. We also have his movement route. I've updated your map. Use the target's route to locate him. Eliminating him will be much harder if he makes it to the Gazeba camp. Take him down on Savannah.
Enzoia Badiabulu.
Subject on board. Leave the rest to us.
Remember before, boss? When Quiet attacked one of our guys on Mother Base, stuck a knife in his mouth. He's one of the very few soldiers who've had contact with her recently. Close contact. I don't think it's a coincidence that he was among those who became symptomatic pretty early on in this epidemic. Saliva and blood spatter, an open wound, mucosal infection. Whatever is causing this got inside him then.
Miller, that is a baseless accusation.
The source of the infection is Quiet.
Pesante,
Everyone
Miller.
suspects her.
We don't know that. And we've come across these symptoms before. The bodies in the water at the oil field facility. Those sick people in the beds at the Devil's House. They're identical to what we've seen while we've been after Cypher. The infection could have come from elsewhere. But at the
Carino,
very
Miller, che
least,
punta il dito a
she
cazzo
does
di
know
cane,
something.
mamma mia.
It's not like she's gonna talk.
No, not through words anyway. But what about her actions? Quiet held a knife to that soldier back then, before he became symptomatic. There must have been a reason for that.
A reason for shoving a knife down the throat of one of our men.
What if she's capable of identifying who's infected? What if she was trying to stop the infection but couldn't communicate that to us? The answer to that, the source of the infection, might be in
ancora non
the
sono
mouths of
passati,
the
mi sa.
infected.
You think there's some kind of clue in their mouths?
I don't know. But maybe there's something about the mouths of those who become symptomatic, something in common.
Something their mouths have in common. Forget it. We can't trust her. Even if she can spot the infected, I don't want her help.
I understand how you feel. But this is something to go on.
Can't you see it's just like I said? Bringing her here was a big mistake. Quiet is gonna be the end of us.
Stand down. You've got zero proof. Try to keep an open mind on this, boss. There has to be a way to identify who's infected.
Trovati.
Complete. Enemy presence detected. The map has been updated.
Dai, l'avevo preso.
Boss, the target's getting away. Don't let him make it to that outpost. Hurry!
No, vai tra.
Analysis complete.
Boss, get down. The enemy sniper. Stay low and crawl along the ground. That should enable you to sneak past enemies.
Ma dici che sta rushando fino al punto? No, dai, non può essere così pazzo. Non può essere così folle. È così folle? Ciao Balamb. Mi sembra una mossa esageratamente folle.
You gonna extract him?
Boh, non li rileva più.
Enemy presence detected. The map has been updated. Analysis complete.
Guardali dov'erano tutti camperati lì. Come mi hanno fregato. Mamma mia, complimenti. Dove pensi di andare, stronzetto? Ah! Tanto ormai ti ho preso, bastardo. Ora dove cazzo è svenuto? Ah, ok, era lui.
That person you pulled and extracted turned out to be the target. Your objective's complete. We'll let the client know he's been dealt with. Exfiltrate out of the hot zone by chopper or on land.
Li ho presi tutti, cazzo.
Subject on board. Leave the rest to us.
Il raxista, mamma mia. C'era su con Quiet, ma in modo veramente cattivo e terribile.
Please select a mission.
You
Support helicopter requested.
Li ho presi tutti, sì. Lui e tutta la scorta. Ok. Guarda qui quanti parlatori di Kikongo.
This is B-Quad. Arriving shortly at LZ.
Parlano Kikongo quelli nuovi.
Have arrived at LZ. We'll stand by.
Support helicopter has arrived.
Sì. Uno
Select
che parla
unit.
Kikongo c'è.
Staff has been
Si è appena arruolato con noi, lo mettiamo subito in quarantena, poverino. La sua unica colpa è parlare una lingua.
Gaining altitude.
Buddy departing area of operations.
Departing area of operations.
Departing.
Extraction arrived at Mother Base.
Yes, mission complete. Boss, that was exceptional.
Va bene. Tante storie, solo una va a cagare, Miller.
Our trafficker was very talkative. Guinea pigs. That's what became of his kidnapped victims. Says he got a good look at that factory at Zoya Badiabulu when he dropped off some fresh guinea pigs for them, along with our man without a face. His instincts told him to run like the rat he is. Said it wasn't worth the money. Figured he could be next. That's when he went to the NGO for help. He thought that in exchange for his buyer's list, they could set him up with a new identity someplace far away. He had an idea who he was up against, and he didn't want to take any chances. A true rat. But like us dogs, he
Canaglia.
knew when he smelled trouble. And something else. He said the specimens come from deep in the forest. We don't know what he meant by specimens just yet, but those guinea pig symptoms match what we've seen on the infected at Mother Base. Deep in the forest. Maybe there's the clue we need to beat this infection. Boss, the truth could be right around the corner.
Va bene. Oh no, Bullet Platypus. Devil Squirrel. Green Tarantula. Africans. Così. Portoghese. Kikongo. Africans. Kikongo. Ciao Shave. Allora.
Side ops list updated.
Boss, we finally heard from one of our missing intel team members. He says he has a solid lead on the epidemic at Mother Base. Take a look at the mission details ASAP.
Allora, Kikongo. Oh, questo è già Kikongato quello. E quelli nelle guardine non li posso mettere lì. Questi restano qui.
Select unit. Staff has been quarantined.
All right. We'll quarantine the staff you specified. Did you figure out what's causing the infection?
Sì. Smettila di chiedermelo. Cazzo. No, l'interprete di Kikongo, cazzo. Sfida di Eli. Affronta Eli ancora una volta sulla Mother Base e dagli una lezione. Ma che cazzo vuole? È scemo? Non ci avevo potuto, sei tutto scemo. Dopo che abbiamo finito da sta pirimpella, vengo da te, tranquillo.
Please select a mission. Please select a mission.
Aspetta, please select a mission, qui posso mandare qualcuno?
Please select a mission.
Please select a mission.
Please select a
Please
mission.
select a mission. Sembra un'unità di spionaggio che ha ottenuto informazioni sull'epidemia della Mother Base. Mamma mia, ancora non siamo alla quest di Code Talker, che palle. Kikongo Stretch.
Deploying.
Ma MGO tu non lo tocchi, è vero? Chi lo è che lo tocca? Non lo tocca nessuno MGO. Sono 6 persone al mondo che lo giocano. Io ci ho provato più e più volte, l'ho anche streamato tante volte MGO, eh. Ma non ci gioca nessuno, è vuoto, è vuotissimo.
A member of the intel unit has gotten a lead on the epidemic that's crippling Mother Base. The problem is, our man has been captured by the PF in his operation area. He's being held at the guard post on the western end of the mine.